You are now listening to another episode of Thoughts Over Coffee Daily with your host, Anthony Cass Clark. This is a daily podcast documenting the thoughts of the everyday entrepreneur. Let's get into it. Good people of the world, what is up? I hope that all is well. All is well on this side. Today, coming at you with a thought. So I was doing a little shopping online, right? Not for myself, but wifey and I. And we were looking through sports apparel. She wanted like some nice, sports outfits and things like that. And we were looking at different brands. And she just kept coming back to Nike. She was like, I really want the Nike outfit. And I thought about it and I said, why does she want the Nike outfit compared to the Adidas, the Reebok, the Puma? Why? What's the specialty about Nike? And I asked her, and she was like, well, it just looks good. That's okay. Is that a real reason? Because everything else looks, very similar. And when I thought about it, I said, the real reason why she's choosing Nike is because what that check represents. When you think about Nike, you're thinking about elite athleticism, right? I fumbled that word. Elite athletes. We're talking about sports at the highest level. We're talking about athleticism at champion level, right? That's what Nike represents. So when people are out and about and they're buying the Nike outfits, Nike shoes, whatever, it's to make them feel a sense of that. They may not be a world-class champion, may not be LeBron James, but you put that Nike on, you feel a little better, right? Like I have a shirt, right? It's one of my favorite t-shirts. It's a little faded right now, so I got to replace it. It's from the Marathon Clothing Company, which is the late, great Nipsey Hussle's clothing line. When I put that shirt on, it makes me feel like I'm ready to work, right? Ready to work. It's TMC. The marathon continues. And there's something to be said about why. It's not the actual shirt. No one cares. Like, I don't care about the actual shirt. It's what the shirt represents, right? The shirt is just a piece of cloth, piece of material. But what is the intangible message behind the shirt that is wanting me or getting me to want to buy the shirt? So when you think about Nike, it's the representation of that. It's representation of champion level athleticism. It's LeBron James. It's the best, right? It makes you feel like the best. Just do it. So I thought about it. I said, wait. Then if Nike represents that, what does my brand represent? What does your brand represent? When people look at your logo or people look at you, what do they get? What do they tell themselves before you even get a chance to speak? Because people make a mistake. People think they can skip out on certain branding techniques and get around and then try to verbally explain or persuade the person to support their brand. That is number one mistake in branding. Branding doesn't start with what you are trying to verbally persuade someone with. It starts the moment someone visually sees your brand or interacts with your brand, right? There's different ways that people can interact with your brand. Someone might see a logo first. Someone might see a piece of content first. Someone might see a shirt first. Whatever it may be, there's different entry points to your brand. And whatever that entry point will be must be branded in a way that's going to get your messaging across. And so you might say, Cass, what the heck are you talking about? How can I get my messaging across in a logo? Simple. That logo, whatever it may be, it can be lettering, it can be a very dynamic logo with all kinds of imagery involved. Whatever it may be, it must exude your principles and exude the feel of your brand identity, right? So we're getting into branding 101 here, right? This is usually a paid course for someone, right? I may charge you, but this is free because you listen to Thoughts Over Coffee, and I appreciate you. But brand identity, right? What colors are you using? What fonts are you using? And what way are these fonts and colors set up? Like, is it messy? Is it clean? Is it simple? Is it modern? Is it unique? Is it sleek? Whatever it may be, whatever you choose across the board, your brand has to match, because that's what makes sense subconsciously. Because when you're dealing with branding, you're dealing subconsciously. You're not dealing with verbal, right? You're dealing subconsciously. What is this person seeing? What are their eyes communicating to their brain immediately, right? Because I'll tell you this. So if I go to, let's say, what's popular? Let's go to Houston's, right? Houston's restaurant. You walk in, very clean, right? The lights are lowly, right? The lights are low. The lights are lightly dimmed. It's very beautiful, right? The tables are set up nicely. The waiters and waitresses are ready at your service. The brand is screaming luxury. Now let's go to the opposite end. I walk into McDonald's. It's loud, beeping everywhere. Employees rushing back and forth frantically. People yelling, right? Might see some trash over there in the corner. Whatever it may be, dirty table here. Not saying that McDonald's is a trash brand, but they are not a luxury brand, right? They are a fast food brand. So rightfully so, when I walk through their doors, I should feel like this is a fast place, right? I should be seeing people moving in and out. People, getting their food out the door, ordering, employees rushing back. I should feel that way when I walk in there, because that's what I expect from a fast food restaurant. So again, ask yourself, what are people seeing when they interact with your brand? What are people thinking when they interact with your brand? As soon as I click on your Instagram page, because let's talk about that also, right? No shade to websites, because websites are key. Websites are super important. In no way am I trying to diminish diminish the importance of a website. But in 2021, most likely people will find your Instagram before they find your website. And now, this is the hardest pill to swallow for a lot of us, including myself. Your Instagram has to be aligned with your brand identity, colors, scheme, aesthetics. When I click on it, right, you have rule of thumb, 2 swipes. A person's going to give you 2 swipes before they figure out if they want to follow you or not, engage or not. You ask me, why 2 swipes? Subconsciously, you go, okay, what's this about? Boom, boom, swipe, swipe. If I see food, dog, daughter, office, coffee, this, that, I'm out of here. Subconsciously, my brain goes, this does not match, right? Now let's go total opposite. If I log onto your page and the first thing I see is color schemes, purple, orange, purple, purple, orange, purple, purple, or I'm like, okay, something's interesting going on here. Subconsciously, my brain goes, this makes sense, this matches, pay attention. I see photo of you, video of you, quote. Photo of you, video of you, quote. Photo of you, video of you, quote. It's all aligned, all in patterns. I'm like, wow, this is neat. I finally clicked. Remember, the last step, I click. The second last step, I click on one of the pieces of content. I watch a video. I read a quote. I look at a photo of you. Like, this is nice. I got value from it, right? So even if I didn't really get value from whatever you posted, I found your page cool enough for me to engage with, so I'm probably going to give you a follow. And that's how it works. So when you're thinking about brand, what is your brand speaking? What are you explaining to people without verbally explaining to them? What are people thinking about your brand before you can even get the chance to sell them on it? Think about that today. And of course, if you need help with this, I am the founder of the ACC branding agency. What better place to go for all your branding needs than right here with my team and I? We can handle everything for you, from logo design to website design to social media management, brand management, the entire thing, content curation. So let's talk about it. Shoot me a DM. This is not a sales pitch, but it is because it's my platform. Shameless plug. So let me know. And of course, as always, if you love this podcast, do me a favor, 5 stars on Apple, like it, repost it, share it, send it to somebody. Let me know. Let me know what you think. Thank you so much. Of course. Peace. Blessings. Cheers.